What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Syria and Patriotism. I made videos a long time ago talking about how technology is going to expose a lot of things. And since the strikes on Syria and Russia talking about, this is not going to go unanswered, I think this might be the same thing. I might be jumping the gun, who knows. But there are a lot of people in this country who call themselves patriots and show this patriotism and a bleeding heart, red, white, and blue, star-spangled banner, I'm American, true and true type people, right? But historically, these same type of people, when your country calls you, you ain't gonna answer. So, or when this country calls your kids, you're gonna figure out a way for your kids not to be able to answer. So if this Syria strike starts a war, and this country winds up fighting Russia, all of you people who are patriots, you need to stand. Don't disrespect the flag. Don't disrespect the military. You need to be more American. We're gonna build a wall. I'm a proud American. You Tea Party people, you gun nuts. We're fighting for our rights. This is gonna be y'all time to show y'all patriotism, and which y'all really down. If y'all down to die for your country. And unfortunately, this is the one thing that I have to say about politics, in a sense. It's weird to me how usually it's not even politics. I'll take the politics out of it. The people who don't talk about being a patriot are usually the ones whose actions are more patriotic. And this is the problem I'm talking about right now with Syria and patriotism, because a lot of the people who are talking tough on camera, who type up tough online, and who take these hardline stances in private, you're not going to be like that. The bulk of you, the majority of you, are going to be on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. You're not going to be so patriotic anymore if they call you to say, hey, we need you to come fight for your country. A lot of y'all not going to do that. And some of y'all may sign up just to say that you're in the military, but not sign up to do anything that actually has any active, fighting service. You did? Because y'all don't want to be in the line of fire. It's going to get interesting to me. It's going to get interesting. Because, and a lot of you families, what I mean, see, a lot of you families have raised your kids to have this knee-jerk, it's all America, America's right, and follow. You need to do what I say if you're a real American. And your kids are around the age to be in the military now. And not all your talk, your kids going to have to back up. And some of y'all are deathly afraid of that. Because you were only a patriot with your mouth. Now that your children's grandchildren or nieces and nephews, godchildren's lives might be at stake, now you're gonna want to rethink your position. It is what it is. All you guys who, you remember when they had the marches, what they called the riots and stuff, and they had these guys calling themselves patriots, and they would drive with tactical gear on and masks to quote unquote help out the police to stop these riots. Well, your country might call on you to take all that tactical gear and that quote unquote military knowledge you got to go overseas and fight. Are you gonna answer that call? Probably not. Probably not. Some of y'all might go and actually play crazy or get crazy to get out. That happens. Uh, there, there are a lot of people that may go in and get discharged, not maybe medical or is it honorable, dishonorable, and it's like a general discharge, something like that. I forget. Like my homeboys is in the military. I wasn't. I was actually in college. Well, yeah. Anyway, um, but a lot of times, all of this over patriotism, it's gonna come back to bite some of y'all in the ass. Real talk, because when it comes to what it actually costs, y'all not willing to pay it. Y'all not willing to pay it. Speaking of other people, when this country talked about all these illegals here, a lot of there's a good part of people who were illegal that joined the military that you didn't want to join, though you were so patriotic. So you're gonna want them to be illegal again, and hopefully they join the military because you don't want to, because your patriotism only goes so far. All you people who said who are all lives matter, and now blue lives matter, and now every other person's life matter. Okay, are you gonna take that same mentality to the military? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. When y'all hear the thing go, you need to stand up. Well, you need to stand up too now. What's up? I got turf toe. I can't do it because I'm not unaware of history. I'm not oblivious or ignorant to the fact that things like this have been going on for 60, 80 years. When guys and girls have talked about how much of a badass they are for America, but when the country says, well, it's time, we need you to fight, badass, people are punked out. There are a lot of Ted Nugents in the world. A lot of them. Who was the guy that is like he's supposed to be badass, the gun nut who, when they had the shooting in Vegas at that concert, he was like live streaming running, and the people was calling him a punk because he should have been helping save people's lives like the other people who were in Vegas, using cars to block people from getting shot, using themselves as ladders to get people over the wall so they could save their lives. The people who were doing that at the same time in the same place while this guy was running. But but if I'm mistaken, he's one of those patriotic types. A lot of you, just like the young man who got shot at for asking for directions, his dad's off in Syria. So his dad's fighting for this country while his son's getting shot at by somebody who's probably a gun nut, patriotic type person. But what if that man and that woman's grandson has to go off into war? What you think they're gonna do? They're gonna look for some kind of deferment, because a lot of people have the flag in their house and the flag on their car and wave the flag here and say America, 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 until America call your ass to do something. So we gonna see, because if this kicks off and winds up being a war, all you people who've been talking all this big shit, y'all gonna punk out. Because that's what y'all always have done. Always. Name a war that you haven't punked out. You You people with your fake patriotism have not punked out of fighting. Can't name one, because that's what y'all do. So I think Syria, if this starts a war, which it likely probably will, all you people who want to make America great again, it might come at the cost of your family or you. Now you got to put up or shut up. And nobody wants to hear your excuses about why you can't be so patriotic, because you talked a lot of shit about how patriotic you was. So either back it up or shut the fuck up forever. And when I say like Ted Nugent types, I don't know why the fuck y'all still let him talk. He literally shit in his pants to avoid a war, but now he's some kind of old badass. Now he's like Dirty Harry to people. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And he's a patriot. I shot a deer. You shit on yourself when you figured out somebody's gonna shoot at you, asshole. But you know what? We might just see how many patriots we got really. And damn it, I ain't talking about New England.